Yo, what up, guys? Welcome back to the Stock Gambler, a place where I make dumb trades so you don't have to. Throw in the intro. Thank you, Kenny, for that beautiful intro. And shout out to Eric for making that beautiful intro. Let's start off with question of the day. If you had $1,000 to put in any stock that you wanted to, what would that stock be and why? Comment down below, let me know why. You had all eyes on the meme stocks today. Over the weekend, there was not really much negative news. You had AMC, BlackBerry, GameStop, Bed Bath Beyond. They all ended up coming out positive for the day. Me personally, I've kept my eyes on, like I've been saying this for the past couple of days, I've had my eyes on AMC because I have a lot of money. It's at least 60% of my portfolio. I got out of a lot of the stuff that I had that was supposed to be closing this Friday. Like an impulse buyer that I am, I ended up opening a shitload of fucking contracts that are expiring this Friday. So off the back, you look here, I bought 5 AbbVie's expiration for this Friday, 117 call. And then I got BlackBerry call. I sold a covered call on this, so basically buying this one and just so I can sell it to somebody else. Most likely this isn't gonna hit, but I still do get the premium off of this one right here. And then towards the end of the day, at the last minute, I impulse bought again CCIV because I really do love Lucid Motors and I love Churchill Capital right here, and they've been having some pretty good like days. So I was like, do you know what, I'm just gonna do a YOLO play, let's get into it. So I did do a covered call on this one also just to cover my ass at the last minute of the day, which is that kids, like, it's like basically like the knockoff like kids YouTube channel type thing. This stock here holds a special place into my heart, even though that it's the shittiest stock in the world. It was the first stock that I ever traded. So every time that I get news and I see news about it and I feel like it's going to go up, throw some calls on it, I'd be like, hey, I'm going to drop some money into it and make it happen. So I bought 20 of those expiring at $2. So it was at about like, I was up on these before the market closed. Probably in the last like 10 minutes before the market closed, it ended up coming back down. So I was like, fuck this, I'm out. Of course, we have these Home Depot calls. These I already know. I'm out the money already. There's no way that I'm coming back from this. I bought this about 2-3 months ago because I thought Home Depot, we had Home Depot running up, and I had the same calls that I came out positive on last month. But I mean, I already flipped out of them because I had made them free. Already. So basically, I put out my initial investment, so I don't really lose anything on these. The other thing that I opened up was another Workhorse. Still waiting on this Cons one to at least break even. I did put it up, but it didn't close. I did put it up for sale, but it didn't close. No one bought it. So I ended up it ended up coming back to me. And then these are everything here is all older plays. I'll get into Eli Lilly in a little bit. Of course, we have the Build-A-Bear workshops. I've been saying these, I played these, so we're up $16 on these. I called this on last Thursday's video. I called this saying about Build-A-Bear Workshop. It's a reopening. Like me personally, I'm buying it as a gamble because it's stupid far out the money. They're reopening and they're open to the public, and everyone's just spending money in the malls, going to the malls, and of course, BBW, you don't know why that's funny, look it up. 69, that's where I see it going because I think that'll be super fucking hilarious. But either way, even if it doesn't go up, I do plan on executing this. If it does hit that point, I do plan on actually like keeping these shares because I do believe in the company a lot. And then we have these SPYs 450 call for July 16th. I've been sitting on these for a while. I do like where the S&P 500 is going, so I do like hopefully believe that it will hit 450 by July 16th. Hopefully, I do want to flip out of these and try to get at least my sell 2 of them to get my initial investment back. And then I bought this today, this BlackBerry July 23rd call. It's out the money, but again, like I said with BlackBerry, I'm taking a gamble on them. The other premiums that I showed from last night's video, they just were too high. I really didn't want to spend that much on them. And of course, these AMCs, I'm up on them 7,456 in total for both of them. Whether AMC goes up or down, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I do have an exit strategy now. Like I am hoping, hopefully AMC, like God forbid nothing happens, but hopefully AMC can hit at least that $100 point, and I'll probably flip out of these and I'll sell them off completely, or I'll execute them, and depending on the premium, because I didn't get them for that much, so whatever's going to cost me less, going to make me more money, I'll decide when the time comes if I want to just sell them, if that makes me more money, or if I'm going to just execute it and then sell the shares, whichever one gets me more money. Now we're still sitting on these Occidental Petroleum. These are way out the money. They still got a lot of time. They are negative. We are negative on them, but I do feel like they're still going to be able to flip back into the positive at any time. And then the same thing with the United States Steel. I did fuck up on the video the other day, and I called it American Steel for some reason. United States Steel. And this one fluctuates day to day. There's not really no telling of what it's going to do. I think I already flipped out of these. I don't remember. I'll have to do an update on this. I don't remember if I got these for free yet already, or if I got some of them free. I don't remember off the top of my head. On the stock side, we are looking at, I still have my 100 shares of Sundial, because if Sundial does decide to have some, with the pot stocks and everything, like I said in the previous videos, that there is going to be some catalyst that shoots up pot stocks, I will be trying to get some covered calls on this, just trying to make some money back, because I'm up $6 on it, but that's because I sold a couple of shares and bought some back today. And then of course I put some more money into BlackBerry, about like I think I put in about like four I think it was $400 I think today. So without further ado, let's jump into what happened today. I sold out of a lot of the Friday calls that I had originally that were supposed to expire Friday, that were already either in the money, or if they were positive. I did sell out a majority of them. There were some that I got stuck with. But today, the biggest thing that happened, as far as from my point of view and what I was able to get to, put my hand in the cookie jar and take a piece of, Biogen ended up getting the FDA approval for the Alzheimer's drug. All of a sudden, I started getting news left and right about like, oh, Biogen got FDA approval. And it's something that hits close to heart, because like my grandmother is like facing Alzheimer's. It's a company that I had already been looking into because I wanted to recommend it to my family about it. But then when I got all this news I saw the news on it about that they got the FDA approval today, I was all like, hey, let's check this out. Let's see if we can get her on it type thing. And I saw that so while I was reading another article today on it, I saw in the corner it's all Biogen got the FDA approval, and I was like, all right, dope, let's check it out. This is a quote from the article. So basically, Biogen gets FDA approval for Alzheimer's drug. The FDA granted the antibody therapy an accelerated approval, which means Biogen must conduct more research to establish the drug's benefits in order for it to remain on the market. The agency said that the drug reduces amyloid, a harmful protein that clogs the brain of Alzheimer's patients. Though the protein's role in the disease is subject of expert debate, numerous other drugs that target it are being developed by pharmaceutical companies. I was all, hey, let's go take a look at Biogen. Biogen was halted. As soon as the news got announced, it was halted. It was halted for like a majority of the day. Like I said, is that something that's kind of close to my heart because of my grandma and everything. And I've looked at other companies and stuff that are kind of doing the same research. I saw the option chain for Eli Lilly popped up, and I was all like, hey, do you know what? Are they halted too? Because they're gonna, like, if Biogen is gonna be on a come up, they're gonna be on a come up too. So as soon as the news broke, they just rocketed. Like, it just took off when the news broke. Like, they were literally at 203 and they ended up closing up 222 for the day. But I was able to get in, so it was super volatile. I honestly didn't think that I was going to be able to actually even close on one of the contracts. But I ended up getting 2 July 2nd expiration dates, calls for 255 at 69 cents a piece. By the end of the day, they both were at 138. So I am going to profit 138 off of them. So that's on the upside to it. But it's at that same side. Like I said, I sold those AMC shares for 800, and then I got in on this Eli Lilly. And then on the other side, what I ended up doing was that I bought 400 into Biogen. So remember how I said on that previous screen, I'll go back to my portfolio here. I was going to get into it, is that this right here is Biogen. What I ended up doing was with the 800 that I made off of AMC, I ended up putting that 800 into here. But throughout the day, I ended up cutting it in half, because as soon as Biogen ended up coming out positive, you saw another run up. Like, when Biogen got unhalted, they literally went up. Like, if you look at it, they went from 286 to 400 at their peak, 452, and it kind of just stagnated here because they did get halted coming down. They got halted again in this area right here, and then it just kind of just came down from then, and then it kind of just sat here. They did go up in after hours, but hopefully the momentum keeps going in tomorrow. I don't plan on holding them that long. I do want to flip out of it as fast as I can, because I do feel like it'll end up coming back down. I honestly feel like it's going to come back down into this range, somewhere in between this range here. it feels like going to be a support. There's going to be a support line. If it does keep going up, great. Like I'll hold them. Maybe think about holding them longer. But as of right now, I'm probably just going to just wait it out. I'm probably just going to wait it out and see what it does tomorrow, and then flip out. Get back in on AMC. The AMC ends up positive. Gonna stream again at 3 o'clock tonight to see what AMC does. If AMC, like I said last night, is AMC goes up on a 10% run in pre-market, I will be jumping back in at market open, and I'll end up holding it throughout the day. I'll have no choice because I have no more day trades left, because I day traded out of. I bought Biogen at 800, sold 400 of them, and then I ended up getting like I said, I ended up impulse buying CCIV and the Genius brand. I ended up getting both of those right after at that same time. To get into the watch list for tomorrow or this week in general, I'm gonna keep an eye on these meme stocks because that's where kind of all the money, all the quick fast flip money is coming out of. I do have those BlackBerry shares still. I have these BlackBerry calls. So even if someone does end up buying this and it does hit that $20 mark and they end up executing it, I'll be fine with the profits that I get off of it, because then I'll just end up buying more shares. If history repeats itself, we do have this to where it's rotating from GameStop, fear of missing out on AMC. BlackBerry seems to be the next direction of where the market's going to be headed. Well, not market, but the retail investors are going to be headed into BlackBerry. These are going to be week to week. Like I'm just going to keep a look on these. This is probably going to be day to day. I probably, like I said, if it does have a pre-market run up, we'll see tonight. If it does have a pre-market run up, I'll flip out of them tomorrow. I'm not even going to sweat over it. It's not something that I'm going to hold. I planned on holding unless they do end up going up a lot. They keep up their research and they are able to push it out, because this is like, you think about it as that in the past 20 years we haven't had anything come out drug related for Alzheimer's, and it's not a cure, it's just kind of just to help. And I think it was like, don't quote me on this directly, but if I remember correctly, it was about 20% of helping with Alzheimer's patients. Well, I was reading another article, all this popped up, and then it just it happened so fast. I just had to put two and two together, and it kind of worked out in my favor. I'm gonna probably get out of those Eli Lilly shares tomorrow morning, and the Eli Lilly calls. I'm probably gonna try flipping out of those tomorrow, and then I am gonna try flipping out of the Biogen shares. Keep an eye on meme stocks, and that's all I got for y'all today. Go ahead, like the video, comment on the video, and answer the question of the day. If you had $1,000 to put in any stock, where would you put it and why? If you want and you haven't set up a brokerage account, I do have the links for Webull and Robinhood, to each their own. Everyone shits on each other, so it really doesn't matter. Me personally, for my short term, I just like using this because it's super easy to explain to people. It's the charts are a lot easier to read for people that are new to investing. If you like, get a free stock. If you haven't set up an account, yeah, that's all the time I got for y'all today. I am the Stock Gambler, where I make trades that no one else wants to. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.